don't you join me in this one? Little vinyl community. Thought I'd bring a little friend along here. Look at me. Look over there. See that? You go. And this is my buddy here. Yes, that's enough. Too much excitement. Oh, there you go. How you doing? Thought I'd do another post this weekend. And a little bit of everything. I've got one new item, some recent items, and then a couple of older things that I've just sort of been flipping through and found. A couple of items that I found when I was going through my collection, talking to my friend over in Port Angeles that I wanted to share. A couple things that he gave to me. They're pretty cool. What's playing in the background right now, kind of lowly, I don't know if it can be heard or not, is a band from 1985, at least their first album was out in 1985, called Yeah Yeah No. And if I learned anything from the last one, sit back as far as I can get both myself and the albums in the screen. This is their first full-length album, their first release period, I believe. And the title of it is Yeah Yeah No, Cutting the Heavenly Lawn of Greatness, Last Rites for the God of Love. Real positive message there, but you know, it goes well with the cover artwork here. I think there's a lot of reflection going on, so I'm gonna pop some of these out of the shiny whatchamacallit. I haven't got any Blake sleeves yet. I'm gonna give them a try. I'm gonna call up the company hopefully tomorrow and get some samples. I definitely want to try them out because everything that everybody's been showing on their clips look beautiful, look really great. I'm not big on the fold over flap, except for some things that I would probably not open up very often. So once they get one that doesn't have the flap, I'll be buying probably, you know, I'll start buying some of them then. But I might buy a few to put some collectible vinyl away and seal them up and not have to open up and you know, that adhesive, that sticky adhesive in the back has probably got a lifespan of I don't know how many times you can open and close it before you start to lose it. But anyway, they look great, and everybody who shows their everybody that shows their records in them, they look great. So anyway, that's kind of what's going on in the background. Quiet as it may be, should be louder, or maybe not. It's a little better. Anyway, it's a great, nice post-punk alternative band from England. I think they released maybe 3 or 4 full-length albums, I want to guess. They put out several EPs, I don't know, singles as well. And then finally a CD compilation of theirs came out that I have somewhere. I wish I had it, I could show you. It's a really good compilation, but I highly recommend their first effort. If you can at all find it, pick it up. Something else at the same time that I picked up was their EP from this album, the Temple of Convenience EP. Temple of Convenience is the first song off of the album. And I think I remember what really caught my eye about this was, and I think I was with my friend Don over in Port Angeles when I bought this, and he may have pointed it out. This EP, because he said something about rain and something about it being, you know, maybe, oh, that's right, something about the Beatles here and then rain. And so, yeah, oddly enough, they have like a very distant sounding, hard to hear, could be live version of Rain by the Beatles, which was totally strange. And it even has something in the back here saying the tape of Rain was discovered in the cellars of Barkby Road Studios. It was marked simply Live in Hamburg. If anyone has any information concerning the psychedelic filbert or this recording, please contact us at, it gives the address of the record label. So it was kind of an interesting thing. When I heard it, it just sounded like a bad concert recording of it. But it was kind of interesting and kind of a bit of a Beatles thing to have. Plus, it was an EP on Yeah Yeah No that I really liked, so I was happy to get it for a couple of reasons. Let's see. So, off to a recent pickup. I went back to grab some inner sleeves. Whenever there's a nice inner sleeve that comes with the album, I like to take it out and put it in its own plain white inner sleeve. Well, I had to thumb through a few racks, and I was in a hurry because I wanted to get back in home in time for to go to a birthday party. So I just thumbed through and I found this, $4, 2-disc set, German compilation, Beach Boys, and it's in really relatively good condition. Nice gatefold, photos. Disc 1, which is the earlier hits, Surfing USA, all the way up through Help Me Rhonda, You're So Good to Me. All the real earlier hits. That disc is a little played. That one got used quite a bit. Oddly enough, I think it's in this disc here. It's in a nice German orange label, capital. But yeah, it's got some fingerprints and some things we're going to do a little bit of cleaning, I think, but otherwise it's in great shape. But disc 2, which has some of the cooler tracks for me, I like the earlier stuff as well, but disc 2 is in much better condition, and it's going into the Pet Sounds era, Smiley Smile, I Can Hear Music, Do It Again, Friends, Darling Breakaway, Wild Honey, Heroes and Villains, Good Vibrations. So that disc looks like it wasn't ever played. So I think that's kind of funny. Whoever wanted this really liked the early Beach Boys and left the later Beach Boys, at that time, later Beach Boys alone. So it's fine with me. I just got to do a little bit of cleaning up. And that's something to do in the near future. Always have to have a little bit of color, color vinyl, and I was thumbing through some things I had up by my turntable to play, and this was one of them, Barren Heaven. This is their first, I think their first release. It's an EP called, I don't know what it's called, Wholehearted. That's why, because it's a strange title. Wholehearted Mess, and they're sort of psych, neo-psych, ambient, laid back, a little bit of everything, but the color vinyl is great. And if you go to, I just happen to have this website up, hometapes.com, and there's a hyphen between home and tapes, but home-tapes.com, that website, they still have these available. In North America, $12, and the rest of the world, $20. I don't know if that includes shipping or not, but so recommend it. Color vinyl, very crazy, wild color vinyl, and the music is very good. Includes a digital download as well, so it's a little extra bonus. So I've forgotten all the things I learned before, and putting all my records away when I should do that at a later time. Why I pulled this out, I don't know. I've been just going through some things. I've got a couple of cubicles here that need to be straightened out and alphabetized and moved around a bit, but I found this is, I bought a lot of things way back when for whatever reason, and bought them and then never did anything with them. I don't think I ever played them. I'm not sure, but I got a Best of Strawberry Alarm Clock on the Uni label, and this is from something I bought way back when. I don't know why. I think I just wanted to hear the one song, Incense and Peppermints, and that's it. But very cool cover, and great shape. I didn't touch it, good for me, but nice Uni inner sleeve, and that's one that I need to put in another sleeve so I can protect that Uni sleeve, but very nice. And looking forward to listening to the rest of their music. I really haven't heard much of the rest of their music. Sundays has re-released their first album. It has Incense and Peppermints on it, but haven't heard it yet, haven't listened to it, so I've got to listen to that. I mean, it's just one of those ancient things. Jonas, you pulled out another Neil Young that I recently picked up myself, and that is Time Fades Away. And yeah, this is a hard one to get. This is one of those handfuls of albums of his that have yet to make it onto CD. And if you dig around a little bit, if you just search on Google, well, why isn't Time Fades Away on CD, you'll find a page that goes through the history of this album and kind of explains why this isn't on CD. Not for some reason this was a gatefold. I could have sworn this was a gatefold, but it's not. I can make it a gatefold by simply ripping it apart. I could have sworn this was a gatefold, but it's not. Anyway, one of the songs, kind of nice, is from here in Seattle, and it's the third song down. Yonder Stands the Sinner. So, real happy sounding song. Anyway, when I first heard about this and heard it wasn't available on CD, I dug around YouTube looking for as many clips as I could just to listen to it, get an idea what it sounds like. I loved every clip that I heard, so I went out of my way to find a copy of it. And they had a copy up at Easy Street, right up the street. And this is before I did all the digging and information about it and listened to it. And it was late at night, and it was too late to go back. And I went back the next morning. I was going to buy it. Actually, it was after work. I was going to buy it. And you know the old saying, you snooze, you lose. Well, I went back, and it was gone. And it was at a great price. I thought, oh, great. I'll never see it again. But I found a copy on eBay at a great price, basically the same price I had. And it included, the other one included this also, but it has the, well, for lack of a better word, the newspaper of information, of lyrics and information about the album. But yeah, it's, and of course, gently folding it back up. I'm usually not that good with maps, so I'm kind of surprised that I was able to get that back in. But yeah, if you look up on Google about why Time Fades Away isn't on CD, they have a couple of explanations that are kind of interesting. And the short story is they mixed it, they recorded it, 16-track direct to a metal master, and so then they went on to say that because of that, it makes it nearly impossible to go and get there's no master tape to go to refer to. They'd have to go back and find every single performance and find every single song on a variety of different media. Even they mentioned they'd have to go to cassette tapes possibly to find things, and then they'd have to figure out how they did the overdubs and everything, because everything was mixed live on the fly during the concert directly to this metal master. So yeah, I say just get an incredibly clean copy of the album, or several incredibly clean copies of the albums, and do the best needle drop you can of it, and work your magic in the studios and make a master tape out of that. Why not? It would be one way to get it out there and let everybody enjoy it again, but nothing wrong with enjoying it on vinyl either. Very happy to find this album again, even though it's got a nice big promo punch in it, but say Julian Cope. Really like this album. And it has been so long since I've heard it. There's a couple of songs I'm not familiar with. I can't really place them. So looking forward to these. This is starting some of the newer finds that I just picked up. Probably a couple months ago. That were just all together. So a nice little, yeah. I guess it's a promo hole. I don't think somebody just said, I don't like this album, I'm going to stick a hole in it. But yeah, it was great finding this. And I missed out on the 2 CD expanded editions. For that one at least. So until I can find those, the vinyl will do. Some other vinyl that I'm rebuying. I love doing that. And this is one of my favorite live albums. Peter Gabriel Plays Live. Should have done a favorite live albums post, but I'm missing a couple on vinyl. So, but anyway, but this would definitely be one of them. Um, just recently, I picked this. I had this when it first came out. It's in great shape. I'm very happy. Geffen Records. It'd be great to get an import of it, but all the sleeves, inner sleeves are in great shape. The vinyl's in great shape. So that's a good find. That's a good thing.